This is Inelia Benz for Ascension101.com. The topic for this recording is Detoxifying Your Life. It's time. The time bit there is actually quite important because at the moment we're going through a very specific, very empowering phase in our society. We could say maybe it's where energetically the planet is in the cosmos, that opens up huge possibilities about what type of things we can do, how aware we can become, and the changes that we can create in our lives. We have the capacity and ability to make conscious decisions in different aspects of our lives. The areas in our lives that I want to look at in particular are our mind, our ego, our energy body, our emotional body, our physical body, and our environment, which includes both the physical aspect of our environment and the people inside of it. All of these could be said are different parts of our existence or our body, the way in which we experience physicality. And all of them are extremely efficient at detoxifying themselves. Really, really good. They can remove toxins very well if we let them. All we really need to concentrate on is nourishing all these aspects of ourselves, all these different bodies that we have, in a way that doesn't contain toxins. Once we start doing that, then all of our bodies, all of these aspects of ourselves will become even better at removing the toxins that are there. If we need to, we can also cleanse, like actively go out of our way to clean toxins from those aspects of our lives. So I'm going to go through each one of these and give examples and exercises for each of them. Let's start with the mind. Just like all of our bodies, the mind receives and transmits energy, vibration. Yeah? We know these as being thoughts. They are thoughts, and also there's like calculations in our minds. The balancing or observation of data, and we use our minds very much to come to conclusions or to understand, to give meaning to what's happening around us. So if we look at it as what we receive and what we give out, let's see what a toxin is for the mind. This can easily be identified because we can use when we observe what is happening within our minds. A lot of spiritual teachings will say, silence your mind. And in a way, that's kind of impossible to do when we're on a day-to-day modern life, living, working, interacting with other individuals. But it's a really good place to begin from, the silencing of our mind. Because as soon as we think about that, we start observing. We start looking and seeing what our mind is doing. Are there like 1,000 thoughts going through it this very moment? We are using our mind right now to listen to this recording. So let's stop for a moment and look at our mind. What's happening there? There might be some thoughts that come through. Maybe there's lots of thoughts that are going through. And that's the thing. Some of those thoughts really nourish us, support us, and they're amazing in creative endeavors, in allowing us to navigate daily life, follow our passions, understand what's happening around us. And some of those thoughts are the opposite. They take away our power. They take away our enthusiasm. They give us bad information type thing. And one of the ways in which our minds can be in a toxic state is through distraction. Our minds, because of the society we live in, are often overwhelmed with information, overwhelmed with entertainment. Lots and lots and lots of data coming in all the time. And it gets hooked. It gets hooked on information and stimulation. We have computer games, we have places like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, information that comes into our minds all the time, television, news broadcasts. A lot of people switch on the TV in the morning and it stays on throughout the day, or the radio. The amounts of information we have access to now on the internet, wow, huge. Our minds, just like all of our bodies, act as a receiver. So a lot of the thoughts that go through your mind are not actually yours. They're just floating in our human collective. And they happen to enter into our consciousness. As we observe the mind, we can see that we are receiving a lot of stuff, but we also think. We have thoughts that are ours, original from us. So we have thoughts that are coming in from outside, and we have thoughts that pop up from our own observation of life, of what's happening at the time. So the first exercise, basically, and this might take a little while to get into, would be to lower the amount of data coming into our minds. If this is too hard, then maybe what you can do is to change the nature of information that's coming in. So perhaps you could take a break from Facebook or from other types of informational sources that have a lot of stuff that makes you feel bad or creates fear in your mind, that give you thoughts that won't go away. Our mind will really come into its own power when we take care of what things we allow to go into it. So for our minds, it would be data sources, informational sources, and observing our own thoughts as well. So when a thought that is really negative and toxic to you comes up, just observe it. Observe the thought. Every now and then think to yourself, I will become aware of all toxic thoughts that come into my mind or that I think about. What does something toxic do? It intoxicates us. Yeah? It lowers our awareness, our capacities, our abilities. We become intoxicated. So make a reminder for yourself, I will become aware of any thoughts that are toxic to me. That's the first stage. And then once you have that, allow yourself to think that, or you could put it on a note paper around your house, in your mirror, to remind yourself. Slowly but surely you will start becoming aware of thoughts that come into your mind that are actually quite negative. And when that happens, then you simply allow it to exist. Thought, you're welcome here. Allow it to exist. Allow it to express. Allow it to vibrate and grow. Always saying, you're welcome here. And it might change, it might move, it might turn into something else. Follow it. Allow it to expand. Allow it to exist. And then embrace it. Are you ready to release it? Are you ready to allow it to morph into something else? Is it still there? The next stage would be to go out of our way to find nourishing thoughts. To allow our minds to be exposed to thoughts that feed and nourish it from inside and out. Beautiful thoughts. This is when we make a second note that we can put around our house. I become aware of nourishing thoughts. Thoughts that support me. Thoughts that support my mind, support my life. And when you become aware of them, feel happy, acknowledge the thought. Acknowledge the fact that you have it in your life. That way we start programming ourselves in many ways through positive reinforcement that nourishing positive thoughts are the preferred vibration entering our minds and also being generated by our minds. So let's remind ourselves that our minds both receive and transmit thoughts. They are excellent at detoxifying themselves if they're properly nourished. So we can remove the ingestion of toxic thoughts and information and nourish our minds with positive, supporting thoughts and information. If we need to, we can cleanse it by processing negative thoughts that come in or are generated by us. This doesn't mean that we have to shelter ourselves completely from what's happening out there. It basically means that we choose what we integrate into our minds and what we allow to stay there, live there, and what doesn't. For more information, please visit our store at ascension101.com.